Ba, 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 ba. Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in our city, New York, New York. In front of my favorite museum.
My favorite also.
Well,
Totally
our favorite museum of all times. Could be your favorite too. Come to New York, check it out. So, there's a hint if you look right over Joy's shoulder. It's Teddy Roosevelt sitting on top of that horse in that sculpture. See, he was a naturalist, and that's why we're in front of the American Museum of Natural History. It's a great museum. We're going to see amazing exhibits, some fossils, some taxidermy, some lions, tigers, and bears.
Oh my.
Oh my. And some other cool stuff. So step right up. Let's go for this ride. And attached to the American Museum of Natural History is the Rose Center for Earth and Space, the Planetarium. And we're seeing right now, there was a long line in the front of the museum. If we could sneak in through the planetarium or just enter the planetarium.
A metal detector maybe?
Yeah, it worked. So we entered through the planetarium, got our bags checked, didn't wait on any line. We're going downstairs to buy tickets to go in here. I'm pretty sure it still is. If this museum was suggested donation, so only New York members. Yeah, you can still see it now. Suggested general admission. The amount you pay is up to you, so you don't have to do the $23. You could if you're feeling generous. It does help keep the museum going. But so it looked like a lot of people have our idea.
Yeah, we're kind of towards the back.
We're on a big line, waiting to go in, and also it's the 150th year anniversary of American Museum of Natural History, so that's why more people are here. But
oh my gosh!
About an hour later, we made it. We were in the museum.
Yay!
Joy, you ready to go check out some exhibits?
Let's go.
All right. We're not going to do the planetarium today. We didn't do any of the thing. It's late. I was going to do a T-Rex special exhibit, but it's sold out. But we're gonna walk around this quickly. But we might come back to it at the end. Really cool how the center.
I love being able to like walk down it.
Yeah. The center is the planetarium itself, where you see the show, and there's this crazy walkway. It looks like rings of a planet looping around it. Joy, I did it. I found it. I found the T-Rex exhibit. That's not it?
No.
Joy, after looking at the line in the main entrance,
we made such an amazing decision.
We made the right choice, but we came back to look at these two dinosaurs and how amazing this room is.
Oh, great. I think there's one on the
I see another little dinosaur hanging out over there. Coral of Asia mammals. I told you, Joy. What did I say we were going to see here?
What?
Lions and tigers and bears. I have to say, when it comes to taxidermy, this museum is one of my favorites. The exhibits are so cool. You know what I mean? It's not just like a thing. The murals in the background really add to the experiences.
Sambar and swamp deer.
And here is a little warning. If you are bringing kids here, the taxidermy are really cool. I don't know, some people, it upsets them. They do depict, like I was saying, there's scenes with the beautiful paintings. They depict
animal instincts.
Yeah, the animals doing their animal instincts. And you can see right here, we have the leopard. And they don't even say it just says leopard. It's only about that because the peacock that you see has become the leopard's food. Another exhibit of the sambar and the wild dogs. So I meant animals in their natural instincts. You see they're trying to kill this deer, but you see the deer actually probably kicked and killed one of them. Joy's favorite, the elephants. Not the woman texting in front of them, not paying any attention to the museum, but the elephants. We got the tigers. Here we have the lions.
Aww.
So now we have lions and tigers.
But now we're missing the bears. Oh my.
We'll find them sometime. Don't worry here. Four-horned antelope, but I like the smooth otter. Got himself a little treat there.
More deer. Oh dear. Oh dear.
I wasn't joking, folks, when I told you. Mind you, we were in the very first room that we're going to check out here, which was the Mammals of Asia, and we saw lions and tigers. And now bears.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my.
These are the sloth bears. Joy.
Oh dear.
I love it. Rhinoceroses. Do you want what's cute, Joy? You see the big one and the skin looks like leather?
Yeah.
But if you look at the
all
baby,
fuzzy.
it's all fuzzy.
Oh dear.
Now, so you know, Joy, I'm going to teach you something.
Okay.
Everyone always calls the American bison a buffalo.
Okay.
He's not, he's a bison. But here are some buffaloes. We have some water buffaloes. We have some more rhinoceroses.
Sis.
Yeah, these are the Indian ones. And we're gonna go right past that to the Asian people. I like these Ganesh little prayer things. I like the lamp. Ooh. But I like this, Joy. As you come into the center, the big Buddha and all the little, like, it looks like little shrines. Late 19th century Buddhist shrine.
That is awesome.
This is cool.
That is awesome.
You see her practicing, but if you listen quietly, you could hear her. I like these masks of the No Theater. We're in a Tibetan section. We have some Tibetan festival masks.
I would consider that like what, a tapestry type thing, but I don't know what they call it.
Oh, if you read, you could
I
tell.
can't pronounce those things.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It's just a temple. I like this. It's a Chinese temple.
This would be fun.
It looks like we're in India now, I'm assuming. Now we have traditional Indian theater.
No, it's not. They knew how to balance it. They grew up like that.
Joy, I have a very serious question I have to ask you.
What?
The question is, can you canoe? Well, it would be if we were in canoes and you had to paddle, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but here's
Touche. So right now we're in the more or less the whole of like human evolution. We can see different versions of man. And what I like is
And many specialists work together
our family tree.
such as those who captured this site 300,000 years ago. Exciting news.
This is cool that they have these little labs and sections if you have your family. Hands-on exhibits. Little fun activities for the kids.
that is really cool.
Joy, we made it all the way outer space again. So this isn't part of the planetarium section, but there's a hall of meteors. It's funny, thinking it looks like a big rock, because I have a magnet in my finger, actually feeling it without touching it.
That's pretty cool.
And you feel the iron in it. There used to be above this meteor a mirror here. So when we were kids, we would hold on and take photos like we we're flying through outer space. And the lens flare on the mirror really made it look like it was flying. Joy, I'm very upset. There's two of my favorite parts of this museum. And here's the other one. The Hall of Gems and Minerals. Are closed for major radiation.
But it's okay, they're giving it a new update.
This is very cool. Next to this meteor is a model of the Meteor Crater out in northern Arizona, which I always wanted to go to. Look out, he's right behind you. He's right behind you. Yes, folks, back in the day, the hyenas and the hominids. The hyenas used to be lion-sized. That must have been scary. You know what I'm in the mood for, Joy?
Food?
Some chowder. Not just any. Conch chowder. The Venus cone. I like how they cut them open so you can see what the inside of the shell look like.
Oh yeah.
It's really beautiful. Hall of New York State Environments.
Let's go see dinosaurs.
Sure, it's like we're in New York now. You see this in our backyard, right? We don't, I wish.
No, this one in the park like a few times away.
We do. Little fox. It does look like this could be up near Bear Mountain though. Oh my God. Thank God these aren't the size of our mosquitoes today. 75 times life size.
That is scary.
Yeah, what I came to see is right over here. See this big jellyfish is leading the way. You see them, Joy, they're circling. I wore my shirt just for them today. Show the people. We're going to need a bigger boat.
We're gonna need a
shark. Irma and Paul Milstein Family Hall of Ocean Life. If you were in New York and you had to see one thing, this room is the one thing I suggest you take a look at. And a cool feature, if you have kids, you actually have nights at the museum. No, they don't come to life, but you could sleep in this room on this floor, which is really cool. You want to go downstairs to see my favorite diorama?
Oh no.
And as I was saying before, folks, some of the dioramas,
Animal instinct.
yeah, they're not all pleasant. A moment to educate the people. I obviously love sea turtles. I've tattooed them on the tops of my hands and the tops of my feet. And you see he's going right here now for this little jellyfish here. You know what it looks like, Joy? It looks like plastic bag. And that's why you release balloons out in the air, you think it's cute, or throw just plastic bags out your car window. You're killing these poor little guys. As a little kid, I didn't understand why this polar bear here and this little baby seal had blood all over until I realized that that polar bear is about to eat that seal. I can't even see you, Joy. Well, I'm going to show this next exhibit. So good, they even have taxidermy people. Look, they're diving for pearls. Okay, maybe they're not taxidermy people, but it is showing them diving for pearls. Imagine that, free diving, Joy. No scuba, no snorkels. We've made it to the Coral Reef. It looks like it's off the coast of Florida's, north of Cuba. This is what we would see if we were snorkeling and scuba diving down there. We're gonna
wow, we really can.
Yeah, no, we can't see us. You can't see me. So, I'm gonna talk. You might listen for a split second as we look at the big whale over my head. I like a movie. It's actually called The Whale and the Squid, starring Jesse Eisenberg. You know him from movies such as Zombieland. And Now You See Me. Well, you can't, but that's besides the point. But he was in Whale and Squid, an early movie. It was about a New York kid growing up, parents getting divorced. Don't want to go into it, but his safe spot, whenever he had troubles, he'd run to this museum, to this exact diorama. And it's one of my favorites. You see, if you can see quickly, there's a squid, and shine your light over here now, Joy. And that squid's right there, it's perfect. It's attacking the whale. It's really dark, it's supposed to be deep under the sea. But that sperm whale and that giant squid are awesome. I told you before. What did I say we were going to see today?
Lions and tigers and bears.
I did say lions, tigers, and bears. And that right there is a tiger shark. Oh no, I did. That is a tiger shark. And we saw polar bears, but there's no lion. Maybe we're gonna go upstairs and look for a lionfish on the upstairs. Then in this room, we saw a polar bear, a tiger shark, and I can see a lionfish. And then in this room, we would see lions, tigers, and bears as well. We got some harbor seals. I like the diving birds exhibit. Watching them. Oh, what's that? What did those people say?
Oh no.
I think over here we have a northern sea lion. It's a sea lion, Joy. It's a sea lion. So we saw it in Asian Mammals. Now in the Ocean Life exhibit, we've seen a polar bear, a tiger shark, and a sea lion. So we've seen lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! We're on the second floor now of the Ocean Life area, Hall of Ocean Life. Ready to do speed taxidermy?
This is another fish. you have another fish.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, it's red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish.
And fish, and fish. And blue fish.
Got another conch. Lives inside the queen conch.
Algae. Kelp.
I found a seagull.
Mine.
Mine. It is his. See, he has it in his mouth. So as we leave the ocean life area, which I call the whale room.
Onward.
The seal's like, you sure you want to leave? That must be like a 12-pound lobster.
Oh.
So we recently learned that big jellyfish is actually called a lion's. That's a lion's mane jellyfish. We have the panda bear and a tiger. That means, Joy, a third room where we have lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! He's laughing at the joke. I like that term. It's good. A first-hand observer. We're talking right here about Teddy Roosevelt, Theodore Roosevelt, age 26. We have some stuff from the Dakota Ranch. It's a beautiful jacket. Ooh, an old Chapman Graflex camera. I'm gonna say it right now, Joy. I feel like Teddy Roosevelt. Look at the gun in the whip. Was he the first Indiana Jones?
I could totally see that.
Because just imagine, Indiana Jones did say, it belongs in a museum.
Nah.
And all this stuff with Teddy Roosevelt, it's in the museum. Teddy, great museum. I'm a fan, Mr. Roosevelt. Very, very interesting.
What did he tell you?
He said, bully. We say it in Boy Scouts. Said he said it. I don't know if it's true or not. And this might seem confusing if you were looking for the Theodore Roosevelt statue in this museum. It is in the Theodore Roosevelt Memorial, which is the first floor. But that's not the floor you enter. You enter this museum on the second floor in the Theodore Roosevelt Rotunda, right upstairs. So you have to come downstairs to the first floor to find him. I know. Ready, Joy? All of North American mammals. Also here on the first floor. Starting with the little Ice Age animals. In case you didn't know, Joy, the mammoth actually weren't as big as people think. They were more like the size of my hand. No?
No.
Well, why do they make them so small?
Because it's a diorama.
Oh, it's a diorama. My mistake. I have to tell you, these guys, they make my favorite coffee.
I was gonna say, they kind of remind me of reindeer.
They do. But they're not, they are caribou. Here we have the bighorn sheep, which I like to refer to as the Princess Leia sheep. Ba, 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 ba. The gray fox and the possum. A nice fall scene up in this mountains of my favorite spot in this world. The mountains of eastern Tennessee, which would be the Smoky Mountains. Ooh, and here we have the fisher and the porcupine. This is supposed to represent Mount Washington up in New Hampshire. And here we have the Canada lynx. And he's tracking, if you follow these footprints, to the varying hair. We got some grizzly bears. But as we walk in to Hall of American Mammals, this, I feel, is one of the most iconic, like, taxiderm displays here in the museum of this Alaska brown bear.
Oh dear.
And this guy, see what he's doing?
Keep digging.
No, he's not. He's checking his mailbox for the booby traps he ordered from Acme. He's the coyote. One of Joy's favorite. Here comes Peter Cottontail, hopping down the bunny trail.
No, their ears are too short.
But they are the cottontail.
have rabbits. Rabbits.
She prefers real rabbits. Good old black bear. We got our mountain lions here. They're chilling. They just finished eating some. We have some scraps of some animal that they just devoured. So then it's nap time, just laying out in the sun. So we're cutting through the gift shop to get to the next thing, and I said stop to show you this amazing t-shirt.
And then the ghost.
Your T-Rex and the ghost are little Triceratops. It's Dinosaur Pac-Man. It's also a cool two-story gift shop. Let's look at some shark teeth you could get at the gift shop. Extinct snaggletooth. Oh, I just realized it's a spine, the banister. We decided to show this is where you would enter the front floor through the metal detectors, and then right here you come through the Theodore Roosevelt Rotunda and walk under and around the dinosaurs. Make sure, folks, hold on to your tickets because you could go back and come back in. So we're in the Akeley Hall of African Mammals, based off Carl Akeley, a skilled naturalist, taxidermist, and sculptor. Starting with some gorillas. They are big gorillas. Here you can really see how massive that elephant display Joy was looking at when we came in is. Ready, willing, and sable. Alright?
Wrong area.
Hey Joy, you know my friend Leo?
Leo.
Yeah, you know, Leo the lion. Right over there. Made it to the grasslands. We're walking through the land of the African people, it said.
Sorry.
I always wanted to have this experience in life. So what they're doing now is they're not slaughtering this cow, even though it looks like it. They cut into his vein, pour the blood in that gourd, mix it with the milk. Then they take some mud and patch it up. I like the fishing stuff, but some of the fishing stuff was created to look like fish. I always love different cultures, like the theater and the dance and presentation, the costuming for it. It's cool. We were going up the stairs to the 4th floor to find the dinosaurs, and I'm like, hope I don't get lost when I get there. I'm like, oh, I think I'll find the dinosaurs. It was him. He crossed over. He was touching the foot. This is a Titanosaur. Do you think he saw us? But then. That's cool. They're showing how we got here from the Hall of Mammals, the relationships, and all that. And this one, you were saying it's a newly discovered dinosaur?
Or it's new to them.
It's okay. It's new to them, yeah.
But
They said they got it in 2016. Dun, 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 dun. Ah. Joy, we just saw him last night being killed by Jason Statham. The Meg. We have a megalodon jaw above us. Joy wants one of their teeth. It's one thing I have to get her sometime in life. But here's what I love.
which is, I think,
I love these fish fossils. This one's massive. Large toothed skull with small limbs. It looks like it could be like a little baby alligator or something. But if an alligator's head got ran over by a Mack truck, that's what it would look like, I think. Got some giant turtle. Joy, I have a question.
what?
We've been walking around this part of the museum for a while. Are you done here?
Why?
Or are you Dundee here? Because we're near the Crocodile Dundees. He liked it. He's laughing. Are you ready for dinosaurs? Bum 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 bum. We found them, Joy. We found the dinosaurs. Allosaurus. Do you think he never got sunburned? So he always had aloe with him? But it didn't. I don't know why people were afraid of them. I would just hold his mouth shut. No, you can't bite. Oh, that's just another model, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. And there he is. Most people's favorites, the Tyrannosaurus rex. And this one is a very cool specimen just because a lot of museums have casts of the T-Rex because it's expensive to put together the whole entire fossil. This is one of the few that are actually fossils for display in the museums. And here we have a big one of his skulls. And people used to think they had 3 fingers, they only had 2.
Because it was saying that the Allosaurus has 3.
Okay.
The Apatosaurus and this one has 2.
I have to say though, for a man not having to brush his teeth, he kept them for a few million years. Not bad.
I think the museum helps on that one.
We got more dinosaurs. We got the Stegosaurus. Here's one I like, Joy. What's crazy is look how big he is. This whole thing is only that much of him.
Oh, boy.
Ankylosaurus. And here you can see that where they had to put in parts of the model that weren't there, like see the skull? It's so deteriorated they weren't able to mount it, so it's a fake skull. And one of my other favorite dinosaurs, the Triceratops. We got a little skull of his right over here, but if we turn around, we got the full deal. Look at him. There he is. The Triceratops. I like showing the side shots of them in the fossil-like type thing. And little guys, we have little fossil skulls. Dinosaurs hatch from eggs before growing into adults. These skulls among the smallest dinosaur fossils known. It's interesting, they're full of little skulls. I like this, watching how the dinosaur grows up from a baby, following different skulls. Till it grows to feel full up. Then you see the stages of that little guy growing up. To be this guy. We left the reptile type dinosaurs, now we're leaving to the mammals, early mammals that are now extinct. Let's say. I like this, all they have is his skull and they made the rest of him based off that. And here we have some ground sloths. The largest of all sloths, the giant ground sloth. High five. There he is, Joy. My favorite, the cave bear. Joy found her favorites. Ooh.
All different.
All the cats.
All different saber tooths.
I just know I wish this guy was still around. Look at that. That would be awesome. You could just ride him like a saddle, like just sit up there. See, because he's not as big as this mastodon, mammoth, who's actually found here in New York, right up in Newburgh. And here we have the mammoth. He was pretty mastiff, the mammoth, but he wasn't a mastodon.
Oh.
I always get them confused. I wonder if there's a way to tell, like, what was the true difference? It's the curve of the tusks or the size. Obviously, he's way bigger.
One had me part of more the Ice Age, and he was a different time era.
I don't know. If you look at the skull front on, it looks like it only has one eye socket. In old days, when they'd find these skulls, sometimes they thought it was cyclops that walked the earth that were giants because of that single hole. They thought it was where the eye was. And here's a new thing the museum just recently added. It's actually part of a mammoth.
It's his face and forelimbs.
Yeah, mummified parts of him. Look, you can see, here's part of the trunk, actually see where his eye was. It's crazy to think. Like, that's not just like a fossil of a woolly mammoth. That's actually part of him. 2, 3, 5, 7. All primates. We're in the Plain Indians area. I love some of these diorama miniatures. See the people cooking and the displays. Showing the different type of houses. Margaret Mead, Hall of Pacific People. Joe, I want to sit on that stool.
Why? You want to sit on this? I want to sit on the stool.
Wait, you want to sit on the stool?
Yeah, why not?
But I want to sit on that stool.
Wait, why are we?
You know what? We should have a debate on who sits on the stool. It's the debating stool.
Okay.
I love this section here. Some early puppet shows. We have like shadowy puppets and like full stick puppets. The ceremonial masks with human actors. And the Indonesian dramas. You have another cool diorama showing off a Balinese dance drama. So you see the people dancing with the swords. Joy, what are you looking for?
Gum.
Why are you looking for gum?
For him.
Oh.
Gum from Dum Dum.
You want gum from the Dum Dum? Yes, I understand. Night Museum, a classic. We figured before we head out of the museum, we had to show you him. Just look at it. He's an Easter Island. And we're gonna, and the big guy, he's not a real one. He's a replica made in what year you say, Joy?
35.
1935. And these people are picking his nose. He was made for his nose to be picked in 1935. We were getting ready to leave and I wanted to show you, this is really cool.
You'd ask.
Yeah, it's like reverse Fiji mermaid. We have a shark head here with can't get the angle. Human legs on the back of it. That's really an unusual thing. From Solomon Islands. This is crazy. This old ancient ammonite, a marine fossil that was found in Canada, was transformed into a glittering gem. Same material that make up like pearls. There you have it, folks. The American Museum of Natural History here in New York City. Still one of my favorite museums. I feel like a child walking around it.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. That's what we get?
No, it was awesome. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, they're always reinventing it, which is awesome and makes it like where I want to come to it again, as always.
I know. I love coming to this museum. It's
like, I can never get enough. It's
She's not lying, folks. She can never get enough.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the camera, not at me. I know. But yeah, so it's an awesome museum. We did a lot of it. It still makes me feel like a kid every time I come here. We didn't do all of it though. No, the gem mineral section was closed. There was another part that I liked that was closed.
I feel like you would definitely need like a whole day.
Yeah,
to do
we missed all of Mexico, all of Central America, people. There's a lot. It's a big, big museum. We saw a chunk though. And yeah, well, we'll see some more another day when some of those things that are in construction are finished. We'll come back and take another look because it's our favorite museum. So for now, American Museum of Natural History. Been there, done that. And remember, folks, safe travels, good eats, and live life. But don't run away just yet. I'm just going to film. When we walked in, I was trying to figure out the quickest lines and all that. And I'm pretty sure we could exit through the subway here. And this, I remember, was the quickest way in because you got to avoid lines. So we're going to head out that way to see if we can figure that out. Take care. Yeah, see, this was the entrance door that I was trying to find coming in. Thank you. So there it is. You have to come in 79th Street and Central Park West, and you could get in this way to the museum.
We tried.
Which is from what I've experienced coming in all different ways, the shortest line into the museum. So just know that, folks.
Possibly.
And the train station's awesome. See, 81st Street, Museum of Natural History. They built fossils, or I'm gonna say fossil replicas, into the wall. You could hang out with T-Rex here as you're waiting for your train.